In this video, we're going to talk about Direct Plus student loans, which are a federal loan, but they're a little bit unique and different than other federal student loans in that they're available to the parents of dependent undergraduate students. So the loan is actually made to the parent or parents and not to the student him or herself. And just so you know, parents, you cannot transfer responsibility of this loan to the student. So this is your loan. Now, if you're a graduate or professional student, for example, let's say you're going to law school or something like that, then the loan is made to the student him or herself. So those are the people who are eligible for the loans. And just note that PLUS loans are not need-based, right? So these aren't like subsidized loans or Perkins loans where they're based on your EFC, determines how much you can get. So it's not need-based. You can basically get as much as you need in PLUS loans. The one caveat is that there is a credit check that's required. However, don't get worried because really what they're checking for, they just want to make sure that you have no adverse credit history. So if you have some kind of judgment against you recently or something like that, that could be a problem. Although even if you do have an adverse credit history, they will make exceptions in a couple of cases. One is if you have an endorser, it's basically somebody else who's credit worthy and is basically like co-signing for you. They're willing to take responsibility for the loan. This endorser would, in the event that you don't pay, then you can go ahead and get a PLUS loan. And also, if you have some kind of extenuating circumstances that you can explain or document, you might still be able to get a PLUS loan. And if you are rejected for a PLUS loan, one of the nice things is that your cap on how much you can get in terms of unsubsidized loans will be raised a little bit. So you'll be able to borrow a little bit more of unsubsidized loans. One of the best features about the PLUS loan is that the maximum amount is the cost of attendance of the school minus any other financial aid that you're receiving. So basically that means you could borrow up to the entire cost in order to be able to fund your education or your son or daughter's education. So I just want to give you an example, make sure you understand. So let's say the cost of attendance at the university in question is $50,000. And the other aid, when you receive the award letter, let's say that the other aid, it could be grants or scholarships or need-based loans. Let's just say that comes out to $32,000. Well, you see then we have a shortfall of $18,000 here. If we just take the $50,000 as the cost of attendance minus the $32,000, so the student still needs $18,000. So the nice thing about the PLUS loan is you could borrow up to that $18,000 in order to meet that difference, right? So up until, so whatever this other aid is, you subtract that from the cost of attendance, whatever that difference is, theoretically, you could get a PLUS loan, assuming you pass the credit check, you get a PLUS loan for that difference to be able to fund your education. Now, here's something to note. When you get the award letter from a college, if they put, someone could be a little bit sneaky, if they put the PLUS loan in there and say, hey, that's part of the aid package, and they're saying to you, let's just say, for example, they said, okay, they lump the PLUS loan in with the other aid, and they say, total aid awarded, $50,000 of aid that we're awarding you, and hey, look, the cost of attendance is $50,000. We met your full need. That's a little bit sneaky because the thing is that, like I said, anybody could get this PLUS loan up to the cost of attendance minus the other aid. So the PLUS loan is intended to fill that gap. So they're really not doing you a favor. It's not like it's not like a grant or something like that where they're meeting your need. So just bear in mind when you look at your award letter, not all schools do that, but that's something that you should look out for. Now, in terms of the interest that you're going to pay on the PLUS loan, it is an unsubsidized loan. So that means the interest will begin accruing as soon as the loan is made. So the government's not going to pay the interest for you while the student's in school. So it's an unsubsidized loan. And also it's a fixed rate. And if you want to know what the fixed rate is for the school year that's upcoming, go to studentaid.ed.gov and you can find out what the rate is. Now, the rate will be fixed throughout the life of the loan. It's not going to be a variable rate, but it could change the next year. It'd be different the year after that. So go to studentaid.ed.gov. Now, there is one drawback is there is a loan fee. So you will be charged a percentage of the loan amount. This is above and beyond interest. You'll be charged a percentage of the loan amount. So you have that loan fee to contend with as well. When it comes to repayment, basically parent borrowers, right after a loan is made, soon thereafter they're going to have to start making payments. Now, they can elect to defer. They can defer the loan until a student graduates or leaves school or starts attending less than half time or whatever. So they do have the option where the parent can defer the payment until a later time. Graduate and professional students, they don't have to start making any payments until after they leave school, until after they graduate or they leave school before that time and so forth. I just want to give you a couple of caveats about the PLUS loan. And one is that not all schools participate, so you should check with your school's financial aid office. If you didn't see a PLUS loan on your award letter, you could ask them about it. And another thing is that you must file the FAFSA in order to be eligible for a PLUS loan. So I encourage you to go to fafsa.ed.gov and make sure that you file your FAFSA.